Bitcoin right now is at a crucial level, while Cronos is still battling this descending channel. And at the same time, we do see Crypto.com keeps delivering on their roadmap. So a lot of things are happening right now, but is this the time to actually use that Christmas bonus and jingle all the way into CRO? Well guys, I would say let's strap in and let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the one and only Coin Baron, and today's video is sponsored by Wolfswap, the leading DEX aggregator on Cronos. But first, I have to talk about my suspenders, because these are my festive suspenders, because we're very close to Christmas. So if you're celebrating, a Merry Christmas in advance. And also, if you're not celebrating, guys, the last month has been very festive anyways. Just take a look here at the Bitcoin chart, because guys, we broke the 100k milestone in the month of December. So really an awesome milestone to celebrate. I might be feeling a bit bearish right now because, well, we're only trading at about 93k, but still go back 1 month, we're also at about that price. So guys, you should be feeling more bullish than bearish, especially because where we are trading right now, you see, we actually had a retest here at about the 50-day simple moving average. And that is very crucial, guys, because every time we go to the 50-day, something is happening. Something is happening with the chart. For example, let's go back to the previous time, guys. We actually went below the 50-day. That kickstarted us to go up towards 100k. So from 60 to 100k. I think really I have a bit of a bullish bias right now because we're in a bull market, but normally, I would say in a normal bull market, we could actually propel forward to about 125k, which remains my target for the medium to short term. If not, we're still talking about probability, of course. I would say a 60% probability we go up, or 70 even. But also there is still this 30% probability that we keep dumping a bit more, and then we might actually go visit at about 80k near the CME gap of the previous video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the link in the description or in the top right corner over here. So that's it right now for Bitcoin. Honestly, more bullish than bearish, I would say. But also, I want to talk about this before we go to Cronos, because we have the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is a really important indicator for Cronos, because normally when Bitcoin dominance starts to drop, altcoins perform really well, and that does include Cronos. The question on my mind right now is, have we started the next purple box period? And the purple box represents an altcoin season. I'm not really sure, because I'm looking right now at these trend lines myself, and we do say they're slowly merging together. So we're getting to really a conclusion. But after a fake out to the upside to about 62%, we also had a fake out to the downside, because right now we're back into the pattern. So the question is, right now it does seem like we want to escape again, but will we make that definitive move? We'll keep you up to date, guys, and make sure you do follow me on X as well at the Coin Baron. Next to Bitcoin dominance, we also have some more fundamental news regarding Crypto.com and Cronos that might drive some more price action. For example, here, Crypto.com announcing their custody trust company. And this, guys, will be an important stepping stone for Crypto.com to launch their US exchange. And that will definitely drive some more eyes to also the Cronos token. All in all, it does seem that Crypto.com is still on track for Q1 and Q2 of 2025 regarding their roadmap. So fundamentals are again looking good for the CRO token. But how about the technicals? And there we do have some mixed signals on the charts. For example, we do see again the orange line here, the 50-day simple moving average. CRO broke down below the 50-day. And that's not a good sign. You can also see after breaking down, we created this big wick. But we also created a hammer candle. So we do show a bit of strength here, because we don't want to break down as low as we did here on the chart. But still, we're in this pattern here. In this pattern, we call as a descending channel. And this is bearish continuation. And you continue to go down in this channel until you don't. And that sounds a bit strange, of course, but that's really the case. Normally, after this descending channel, you break to the upside again. So that's also why I drew this green line here. After a while, we do see this breakout. And currently, guys, we're actually trading quite close to the boundary here. But I don't know. We might break down. According to, for example, here, the stochastics, we're still closer to oversold than overbought. So I do believe that if Bitcoin can actually get a bounce here, if Bitcoin gets a bounce here, that also Cronos can actually break through this resistance line, and that we might try again to go towards 20 cents. 20 cents in the immediate term is all resistance, but we also have some support at the 14-cent level. But more about that after the message from our sponsor, WolfSwap. WolfSwap is one of the easiest platforms to make trades for your favorite token. And for every swap that you make, you can actually earn additional tokens, for example, in one of the contests. Every season, you can earn more tokens by scoring high on the leaderboard. This is really bringing GameFi to the next level. So make sure, guys, you start swapping using WolfSwap. Season 8 is ending soon, so make sure you check out the link in the description down below. Back though to that 14-cent support level. That's all visible here on the CRO rainbow chart. So let's go from the weekly to the daily to zoom in a bit more, because you can clearly see that here we have, of course, the blue channel, and there we had 3 bounces so far on this regression line, which is at about 14 cents. So here, first touch, then a second touch, and then already the third touch at about right now. So this is all on the daily. So it seems we had 3 touches, and 3 times is quite an interesting amount, because normally, let's for example go here, we have 3 touches, 1, 2, 3. And if you don't do it at the third attempt, we actually go the other way. We go back. And the interesting thing is, of course, 1, 2, 3. Are we right now going back up again, of course? Because the last time we tried to break up, but right now we try to break down. So the normal reaction should be that we are going up again. So that's also why my next target remains at about 35 to 36 cents, which corresponds with the upper logarithmic level. First though, again, this line, this dotted line corresponds with about that 20-cent level again. So first stop 20 cents, next stop 37 cents, 36 cents. That remains my short-term target for CRO. But we'll see. I do believe, guys, that Bitcoin needs to lead the way first at about 100k. If Bitcoin can stagnate there, that would be the most bullish outcome for CRO to start moving a bit more. As we're talking about the subject of Bitcoin, we also need to mention the CRO Bitcoin pair, because I was getting a bit worried about, well, the valuation here. After testing this orange support line time and time again, we actually broke below it on Winter's Day, and the next day we couldn't reclaim it, but right now, as of recording, we're above the line once more. So this, I really hope we turn it into support for good now, so we can look up again, because, guys, this is a very important support line. Not only this move up here, but also previously resistance, resistance, and here support, support. So really a very important line. And let's actually see if we can hold it this time. But again, I do believe it does depend on the Bitcoin dominance. Overall, looking at the structure, it is looking good. But let's make sure we eye this level closely. Finally, it wouldn't be a monthly time to buy video without the altcoin season index. And here you can see currently it scored 53. So really in the middle between a Bitcoin season and an altcoin season. But looking at the chart, you can see in this month we had a very short altcoin season with, for example, XRP going nearly to $3. And honestly, I think everyone was celebrating this period because it was so much fun. But right now, we're back on track really in the middle. But looking mainly at this yearly chart, things are a lot more interesting. As you can see, yes, we slowly moved into the middle, but right now we're so close still to a Bitcoin year. That is also why we have so much more room to grow for CRO, and how we can get to high targets, like for example, $2.71 for Cronos. But more about that in the video in the top right. To conclude this video, I do have some closing thoughts also about the macro environment we are living in right now. Because you might have heard the news about the FOMC meeting that did lower the interest rates, but also had a rather hawkish lookout into the future. So right now, the dollar is looking very strong. You can also see that easily on the DXY. But really, guys, it is only slowing the path. And that's great because, in my opinion, Q4 2025, that's the period where we'll see the biggest gains really happening for CRO, for Bitcoin, for Ethereum. That is why I still think we have some time left. We have some time left to also get the economy to a state where inflation is under control, right? And that's also what the Fed is trying to accomplish right now with Jerome Powell in the lead. But we'll see, guys. On the 20th, we also have a big event, of course, with the inauguration of Donald J. Trump. So new president, new SEC, and new regulation that will probably shake up the landscape a lot. So let's make sure, guys, you are strapped in for what's going to happen. So by also hitting the like button and, of course, subscribing for more. But that's it, guys. If you want to learn more also about that Trump meeting, check out this video to the right of me.